A very good o'clock to all the students. Here I am Amisha ma'am, your physics teacher. Students, today I am here to start our topic, that is center of gravity. But before starting this topic, let us recall the previous topics with some questions. Okay. So the question number 1 is, the turning effect on the body about an axis is due to dash applied on the body. What could you imagine if I am asking this question to? The question that arises to your mind would be, or you might be thinking about the turning effect, है ना? तो the turning effect on the body about that axis, what I have told you, what is it? It is moment of force. Exactly, है ना? Second one is, a ball is suspended from a wall by a string of 3 meter of length. Okay, you got the distance. The moment of force on the ball due to the force of 5 Newton will be. So how you will calculate moment of force? That is torque. It should be force into distance, and that distance should be between the pivoted end and the force. Okay, so that should be 5, that is 5 Newton is your force and 3 meter is the distance. So 5 into 3, you got 15 Newton meter as a torque here. Now could you please recall about condition of POM, principle of moment? This I think I haven't yet talked about it. So do remember that POM is states in the objects which follows the equilibrium. Equilibrium means what? That the sum of anti-clockwise moment must be equal to sum of clockwise moment. Then only POM, your principle of moment, is applicable if the object is in equilibrium. So condition of POM, if it is asked, since it is very important, so if it is asked, what you will say? Ki sum of anti-clockwise moments is equal to sum of clockwise moments. But the object should be in equilibrium. This must be the condition to be followed. Okay. Now let's come to our topic, that is center of gravity. We know that Earth constantly rotates and revolves around the sun. Both a word I have used here, rotate and revolve. You might can differentiate between both, है ना? We know that Earth constantly rotates and revolves around the sun, and अर्थ होल्ड्स एवरीथिंग टूवर्ड्स द सेंटर. अर्थ हर चीज़ होल्ड कहाँ करती है, किधर की तरफ खींचती है? टूवर्ड्स द सेंटर. So the center from where earth pull its maximum gravitation pull is the center of gravity. See, just consider this example, the figure which I have drawn here. Look towards it. This is the earth. Okay, 4 persons are standing in 4 different directions. If you could see the first person, it is being pulled by the earth in this direction, that is towards the center. Here also it is being pulled towards the center. From here also it is being pulled towards the center. So therefore what you have recalled from this figure, it is that earth holds everything towards the center. So the center from where the earth pulls maximum gravitation pull is called your center of gravity. Gravitational force is generally like in the universe, whichever body has attracting nature, whichever body is having the nature to attract something are termed to have general gravitation. That is, gravitation force, you can say, exist. Okay, but gravitational force of earth is what? Gravity. Do remember both the things. Gravitational force is not gravity. Gravitational force is generally like in the universe, whichever body has attracting nature are termed to have general gravitation. Okay. So the gravitation force is generally like, you can say, in the universe, whichever body has attracting nature are termed to have general gravitation. Okay, that is, you can say, that is gravitation force, you can say, exist. But gravitation force of earth is what? It is gravity. And gravity's center is called center of gravity. Now students, consider you can take a plate, that is a food plate from which you are eating food, or you can also take a wooden board. Okay, and start rotating it by putting finger at its mid. What you will observe? Now can you balance that plate by fixing your finger at any of the point? I don't think so. The answer would be no. So what you have to do for the balancing, there is a single point where the plate can be balanced, and that point is our center point, है ना? Where you can easily balance the plate. So we can say that rotating the object by putting finger in center means object stands to balance itself, and you can say it is in equilibrium. Balancing is means what? It attains the state of stability. So therefore it is termed to be in the state of equilibrium. For equilibrium state, we can apply the formula of the principle of moments that I have discussed right now. That is ACM is equals to CM. That means anti-clockwise moment, sum of anti-clockwise moment is equal to sum of clockwise moment. So, the point where the resultant moments become zero after applying this, then that exactly scientifically is called the center of gravity. Here you can see putting or balancing at center all the ACM. Here if you are taking that wooden board and what you are doing, you are putting your finger at the balance पर आप अगर इसको center पर आप इसको balance करेंगे तो what you will observe, balance पर रखने से I am dividing the side from the center into LHS part and RHS part, and when I am dividing this, what you have observed, the force acting is downwards here and it tends to rotate in anti-clockwise motion. Okay, whereas in right hand side the force tends to rotate the object in clockwise rotation. It tries to move. Then putting or balancing at the center, all the anti-clockwise moment tends to clockwise moment. They becomes equal and hence the resultant of moment becomes zero. So you can say that the center is here, the center of gravity is at the center. Do remember that all 2D shaped objects like your triangle, rectangle, square have the center of gravity at center, but 3D shaped objects like cuboid, sphere have the center of gravity at their geometrical center. But in case of cone, students, the center of gravity is equals to h by 3 from bottom. H says, just consider if I have taken a cone and if I have considered its height to be 6 meter. So here if I am going to calculate its center of gravity, what I have to put? I have to put h by 3. H I know, which is 6, divide by 3, it is equals to 2. So it becomes your center of gravity, and from the top it is 2h by 3. So for all symmetric objects, the center of mass, that is gravity, is at the center. Do look here, students. Here the rod, uniform rod, has its position of center of gravity at its midpoint. Circular disc at its geometrical center. This I'll provide you on your class WhatsApp group as well, so that you could easily understand it, easily just look towards it, that what are the center of gravity of some regular objects. Okay. Now students, I have discussed you about the center of gravity of a regular objects, which you could see here also. Okay, your ring, disc, triangle, lamina, rectangle, parallelogram, rod, cylinder, hollow cone, that is h by 3, solid cone h by 4 from the bottom and 2h by 3 from the top. Okay, but what happened if I am saying determination of the center of gravity of an irregular lamina, that means irregular shape, irregular object, by using a plumb line. Here, if you could consider, let 3 holes A, B and C are made in the irregular lamina. This is your irregular lamina where 3 holes are being done, A, B and C. C is outwards. Okay. Now, whose CG, that is center of gravity, is to be determined? We have to calculate near the edge. Suspend the lamina along with the plumb line from the hole A using a pin or nail clamped horizontally on the retrod stand. What you have done, you have hinged it by putting a plumb line. Okay, and what you have observed, that after putting this, the thing which you have observed is the lamina is free to oscillate on the nail about the point of suspension, है ना? When lamina comes in the state of rest, there would be a condition where this lamina, where this object comes to be the state of rest. Draw a straight line AD. AD, you have drawn a straight line. Okay, and from along the plumb line, repeat the procedure with holes B and C as well. From here you could see the line. From here also, whenever it comes to the rest position, when you draw the line, you could see it. It definitely, when after all the points, you could see that this is passing, these all 3 lines are passing through a common center. Here you could observe, and the intersection of all these lines through a common point where you got is your center of gravity of that lamina. Okay. Now students, coming to our last topic, which is uniform circular motion, centripetal and centrifugal force. This we all know, that when a body moves in a constant speed along a circular path, when a body is moving along a constant speed, means it is not varying its speed along a circular path, the motion of the body is called the uniform circular motion. Uniform means constant, stable, and motion is movement along the circular, means along a circular path. Okay, then that motion tends to be a uniform circular motion. In uniform circular motion, body covers equal distance in equal interval of time, we definitely know, but its direction changes continually. Therefore, see here you could observe the direction, here you could observe the direction, here you could observe changes. Okay, but always remember direction only changes, but your body is covering the equal distance in equal interval of time. Okay, so this by when the direction is changed continually, you can say therefore velocity of the body changes but speed remains constant, है ना. In the adjoining diagram, speed remains constant due to change in the direction. Velocity v of the body changes and motion is accelerated even though the speed of body is constant. Okay, uniform circular motion is accelerated but uniform linear motion is non-accelerated. That is, speed and velocity both remains constant here. Now let's talk about centripetal and centrifugal force. Centripetal, see when we have taken the example of that earth, suppose consider if you have observed the planets and if you have heard about it, then the planets, if you have observed, the sun is the center of it, है ना, of the solar system, and planets revolves around the sun in an elliptical orbit. We generally say a circular orbit, but it is an elliptical orbit. If consider from that planet, just consider our earth, which is revolving around the sun. It is revolving in a circular motion or in a circular way. What you have to observe is there is a force which is being acted on the earth by the sun. How this earth is revolving in a constant manner, why it is not leaving its orbit? Have you ever observed or thought about it? The reason for this is earth is rotating on its axis because the sun is trying to pull the earth towards itself, and sun is not only trying to pull the earth, sun is trying to pull all the objects, all the planets which is revolving around it towards the center. If it is pulling towards the center, then definitely there must be something, and that force is your gravitational force, or you can say the name of it is centripetal force, which is acted towards the center. But if that thing must be there, then earth must collide with sun, or other planets may also. But what is the reason, students, behind it? The reason is there is also another force which is acted outwards to the planets. Our earth, if it is revolving, it is one force which is being acted by the sun towards the center from the earth, and one force earth is being facing outside also, and that outside force is or outgoing force is called centrifugal force. Centripetal is towards the sun, which is being acted, that is towards the center, and centrifugal is outside it, and both the forces are being applied in a same magnitude, okay, of same pressure. That is why earth is being balanced, is in equilibrium state and being revolving, not only earth but all the planets. Now hope so something must be clear in your mind related to centripetal and centrifugal force. So do listen the video very carefully and try to solve it from your book itself. Few numericals are also there, then I will also give it to you, and try to read your book itself about centripetal force, centrifugal force, and whatever things I have discussed here. Okay, thank you, students.